In this video, I'll outline how to write a report. This won't be due until the end of the course, but you should begin doing research now. Because there's so much lead up to this assignment though, you run the risk of overthinking it. Ultimately, these three words should describe your report: clear, informative, and simple. Reports aren't about being fancy or artistic. They're purely about delivering information. Your introduction should not begin with an attention-grabbing statement. That request has been overdone in essays and led to more bad introductions than good ones. Feel free to begin by telling me what you're going to do in the report, how you've structured it, and what your thesis is. Your introduction shouldn't take long. Remember, the goal is to present me with information. Next is your summary section, and it will likely have the in-text citation at the end or near the end of every paragraph. You'll be dealing with three separate sources, so you'll have to decide if you want to combine those sources, which makes in-text citations more difficult, or keep them separate, which is simpler, but you'll still have to organize well so it doesn't feel choppy. Write down the key information for each source. You have lots of practice with summary at this point, so it shouldn't pose too much trouble, but make sure you include all major facts, and it isn't a bad idea to put some key quotes in your summary as well. Next, you'll want a discussion of the significance of what you are reporting on. This section answers the question, "So what?" for your reader or audience. You can and should include your own thoughts here, and using the first person I is entirely appropriate in this section. The discussion of significance will likely be much shorter than the multi-paragraph summary. The final and shortest section is your conclusion. You should include any final notes you have as well as any recommendations for further reading. This might only be a sentence or two, and that's totally okay. If you follow these steps and have these three sections, you should be able to write an excellent report. After you've written your report, create a works cited page. We'll discuss specifically how to do this in week 7, but make sure you have 3 MLA citations here listed in alphabetical order.